Hello everybody, this is the Ftog server, Infinity Evolved ToddytheBody here. And see that tree behind me? That's a pretty cool tree, right? Let me tell you about it. Let's get flipped around here. I was building a new building, and we'll get to that. But I was using the paper walls, and I found this paper bark sapling right here from Pam's Harvest Craft. I didn't know this existed before, maybe you all did, but I didn't. And it's just a piece of paper and a jungle sapling. And this is what you get. Now what's really cool about this, and I don't think it has its own planks, but what's really cool is that when you bone mill it, you get paper. So there you go, there's a paper farm right there just ready to be made with, who knows, a dispenser or something that right clicks bone mill onto wood. Anyway, so that's not our episode, it's just something cool that I thought you all might find interesting. What we are going to do today is something that has kept me up late at night for about a week now, and that's why we don't have an episode. And I actually started this the same day that I did the recording with Heart Breath on the Advent server, and I took a break from it to do the recording. But we have finally finished it. It has caused a lot of heartache. Like I said, a lot of sleepless nights. I would lay in my bed and I would think I was dreaming, but I was actually thinking about this, and I've started recording this about 3 times and gave up on it. And here we are. We found a working design. What it is it is a, what do you want to call it? It makes nether stars. I don't know. It makes wither bosses. You could call it that. It kills wither bosses. I don't know, but we're using RF tools, RF tool magic to get this done. Now let's dissect this thing a little bit, because I am really afraid to even take this thing apart. And okay, so I don't want to leave you hanging. I promised, well, I didn't promise, but I said I would try to show more of the build off. So let's go ahead and do that. The only things that I tore down, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to put this in at, but I'm going to put it in somewhere. The only thing I left, we'll say it that way, is I left these shield blocks, and we'll do this middle layer. I didn't take any down up here. You can see I left that space inside there, and there's an ender chest down there that goes into the main system. Otherwise, we took everything else out. Okay, so let's start wiring some stuff up. So when we feed items into that chest over there, we want to pull them out and send them out to the matter beamers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. We want to extract. Let's put all of our speed upgrades inside there. We'll go ahead and do always active. Alright, and then we'll bring this over. How about we do this? Let's take this guy here. We'll go ahead and put that one there. There we go. Alright, and then we have some filters. Alright, so insert. Let's insert our filter. This is going to be the new wheat one. There we go. And oh, I got it. Hold on. I had it. Did I get it this time? Alright. So then we'll just come out this way. Okay, let's get back. Alright. And down. Okay, so where were we? That should be all connected underneath there. Now let's come across this way. Oh, I left the power cord too because that spawner is inside there. So yeah, let's get both of them on our hotbar. Oh, there is the spawner space right here. Yeah. We'll want that. We'll want this. So let's click inside here, and we want to insert, and we want to filter in. I guess this will be a soul sand side. Okay, so let's bring the item conduit and the power conduit around. Great. Now let's see what we had over this way. I think right here was a shield projector, yeah, because we wanted to have it touch the the shield blocks. There we go. And then we had the tesseract right here, and then we had the cell block right here, and then we had the block protector right here. And let's go ahead and set up the spawner part because we want to go ahead and block and protect that. Oh, I didn't get that back out. Okay, let's have, there we go. Spawner. Okay, so right down there, I was using this ender collector so that it will collect our items automatically. Okay. We want our power thing right here. Yeah. As the next one, can I click inside there? Here, maybe I can do it this way. Yep, that works. Okay, and then we want our conduit facade right on top of that, and then our spawner down just like that. So it's going to start getting power now, and then while we have this all open, let's get out our smart wrench. There we go. Shift right click on the block protector, and then right click on this guy, and okay, so what are we doing here? There we go. Alright, so I don't think we need that anymore, but we'll keep it in our inventory. Alright, so I need to pull the power over. I need to pull the power over from this side too. Darn it. Okay, so I guess we will have to get out an axe and start chopping away at this. Okay. There we go. We'll have to make sure and get all of those back. Alright, so there's now power coming through this way. And how do we do that? Do we have this coming around here? I think that is it. And I ran out of conduit for some reason. Ah, there it is. Alright. We'll just grab some of this too, just in case. There we go. Okay, so now the shield projector and the matter beam there is powered. As soon as I place the last matter beamer here, it will be powered, just like that. And then I need to run the item conduit over to it. Oh, I need to run it from that side too. So let's see if we can click that. Good. Great. Oh, now I need to get underneath it. I guess we can break this. There we go. Insert, and our last filter. Then we got that and that, so that's all good to go now. I just need those stairs back. Alright, let's put those back. Come on. Good. Okay, so now we need to do this side with the power. Oh, good. We did remember to run the power over. Awesome. So it looks like all we have to do is... Why did that happen? We don't want this. There we go. We also don't want this. Let's disable that part so we are getting the power but nothing else. Like that. And then we'll throw the power one inside. There we go. But let's go ahead and enable the power on this, on the back. Yep, just like that. Okay, I think it's all the way that I had it before mostly. I hope. I just need to put the shield blocks back. We need to put the levers back. I need to connect the matter beamers to the spawner. And you can do that with a wrench. We'll use our smart wrench. Okay. And then, come on, right click. There we go. Alright, so that's good to go. Yeah, let's put back our... Oh, do we have to set all the settings? No, awesome. It's all set. So yeah, we need to put our shield blocks back. Alright, so the shield block. Let's just layer it up a couple times here. Alright, and then let's follow the natural shape of a wither where we'll have one block open below, and then we have these open here, and then we'll just have solid shield blocks the rest of the way. Oops. Okay, now let's turn it on and see if it looks good. Yep, so we just have that one little space inside there. So let's turn this on. There we are. We should have plenty of plant matter in there, which we do. If we throw in our 400 soul sand and 1 wither star, we should get 10 back from it. We are protected. We have power running through. We have our shield block, and you'll see a little bit later on that I made this ender pouch to put our stuff inside. So since we have it all put together, let's go ahead and do it just to see if it works. And then I have fulfilled my promise to show more stuff. Sorry that I tried to skip it earlier. Yeah, and I'll try to do more in the future. I hope you understand though that I did record this a few times, and yep, but at least you got to see it all set up there. So let's throw the stuff in. Oh, I didn't pull it out of this yet. And you might be saying you're not getting your money's worth with the soul sand, but I don't know. It's okay. Soul sand is easy to get, and you're using up 1 nether star, but you get 10 back in return. So you get, you gain 9. So let's put the star in, and then and for some reason it's not feeding through. Okay, so why is that? See, it's a good thing we tested it while we were all still here. Why is that? Let's go see. Always active, extract. Well, it's not coming up this way, that's for sure. Oh, well, it's not coming up this way. This is a star, and then that's a soul sand over there. So if it's not being extracted like that, then it's just not going to work. So let's get our stair back. There it is. All right. So then now we will test it. All right, took the star, put the soul sand in, and it has taken the soul sand, and then as soon as it feeds in 40, it will go any second now. Let's empty this and at least get out our sword. Oh, we don't have a sword, just in case, There we go. Let's see, where is it at? We are at 21, 22, 23 on the bulk matter, and oh, we have to go to 40. It's okay. 29, 30, count of 7 more. Let's get out of the way. And then watch it. And hopefully everything works. And then I will put you back. There it is. Back up. And then you can continue on with our regularly scheduled program. That's why I've started the episode with it all here. And then we'll look at it. I'll show you every single piece of it. But it's really going to break my heart if I take it apart and it doesn't work again when I get it together. But I think it's pretty solid. A pretty solid design here. And we'll get it going. Over here in this chest, you'll see a lot of Steve's Factory Manager blocks. I was trying to use the block detectors to detect when soul sand is there, and then using the block gates, right here, block gates, to place the skull on the soul sand once it was there, and I was getting that to work, but then the wither was breaking my blocks and everything. But this here, whoops, I think we're good here. So I'll show you all the pieces. Let's go ahead and do that. Turn off the redstone on these guys. There we go. Turn off the shield itself. Oh, I don't really want to break and redo all that. So let's go ahead and have that going. What I have the shield set up is so that hostiles will, it'll be solid to them and they'll take damage. Animals, it'll be solid to them so they don't go in there. Players and items can pass through, and underneath the spawner block here, I have a ender chest that goes into the system, and I have one of those extra utilities collectors that we have looked at before. This thing right here, oh yeah, ender collector, and what it does is it picks things up automatically. It sends them to the chest that you put them in, kind of like the item collector from, what is it, Random Things or something? I don't know. So what do we have inside here? Inside the spawner we have a syringe, and I've filled the syringe with wither. All you do is you left click a wither a few times till you get to 100%. So if you don't shift, once you put it in here, you'll see the requirements of things that you'll need to spawn a wither. You'll need 0.1 of a wither star. So 1 wither star ideally lasts for 10 withers, but through testing that's not the case. 40 soul sand and 6 living matter, and there's a whole darn list of living matter, and it's like leaves, seeds, wheat, raw beef, anything that you would think of that would be organic. What we're using, because it's that we have a farm over at spawn, is we're using wheat. And I'll get to that too. Okay, so underneath the wood, let's just go ahead and dig out a path. Okay, and just because we are going to have to do it again later, let's get some of that and a stack of dirt, and then we'll be able to replace that as we go. Okay, so what's under here? I'm just gonna start digging it up. And you can see from the pink particles, some of that is being picked up by that ender collector I was telling you about. So we're using ender IO conduits so that we can get power. That's a power conduit right there to the matter beam. Is that what they're called? Matter beamer. Okay, seems like it should be matter beam, but matter beamer. Yeah, I guess that works. Okay, and then we have another line going that direction, and then one that connects to this, and then over here underneath we have a conduit that goes through and powers the actual spawner also. Okay, now under here I have the shield going down and around. You saw the shield blocks. It has to be connecting to the shield projector, so that's where it's connecting at underneath. So when we activate again, you'll see that. So I have an item conduit coming out of this chest here, and inside the item conduit here, I just have a little speed upgrade. I don't have this automated on the other side yet, but we will get there. Okay, so now let's take a look what we have on each of these matter beamers. Okay, if we go inside here, I've got a whitelist filter. So we're using wheat on this side, and let's go ahead and fill this back in. Whoops, that's not birch. There we go. Okay, so then we have sort of the same thing over here. Instead, the filter has an another star, and then this one has soul sand over here. So if any of those three items go into the chest, they get distributed to the matter beamers. Alright, so then the matter beamers, what do you do with those? You get a wrench, and we'll just use the rftools wrench to make it easy. If you right click on one, you can then you have to set a destination so that they're linked, and then you right click on the spawner, and then you do that for each one. And then to power these things, well, I mean, besides the RF, to get them to work, you need redstone. I'm so sorry, redstone signal, a redstone signal. I feel like I'm rushing through, and I apologize. I did just get a comment saying that I don't show enough stuff, and that's true here. And I'm trying to go through and talk about each little thing, but it's really, I really mean it when I say that I've been working on this thing for a week, and I've recorded this about 3 or 4 times now. So anyways, we have an energy cell here just in case we need some buffer power. Both the tesseract and the energy cell are connected to the power line, and of course so is the shield projector. What we have here, now this is an interesting block. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I like this. This is a block protector, so it's just like warding in Thaumcraft. In Thaumcraft, if you ward a block, though, it does make it indestructible, but it makes it so that it doesn't function anymore. Now the difference here is that the block protector, it keeps its functionality. You can see the only block I have protected is the spawner, because it's the only thing that the wither can touch besides the shield blocks here. But it needs to be powered. If it runs out of power, it's not protected anymore. And all you do is you just here, let's clear our little selector. You shift right click with the wrench in orange mode. You can see down there in the tool tab, which is also select mode. If you right click, that brings it to wrench mode. If you select it, right click again, brings it to select mode. So you shift right click on it, and then it'll show you everything that you have protected so far. If you want to protect some more stuff, then you just start right clicking on it, and each block takes a little bit more power. At idle, I think it's 5 RF a tick, but then as the block starts taking damage, then it ramps up how much power is being used. So you want to make sure that that's being powered, and you might need a couple more if you're using something other than shield blocks. Shield blocks you don't have to protect because they're indestructible as long as the shield projector has power. But yeah, since we only have one block, you can then we're only using one block protector. And if you had 2 block protectors, you could not use a second block protector to protect something that's already being protected. Okay, so each thing that's being protected can only have one block protector protecting it. You can't double up on that. How many more times can I say protect? Anyways, I do believe that that's really, I'd hate to say it, but that's the basics of the setup right there. Just running the power in the item lines to the matter beamers. You got the spawner in the middle. Oh, up above. Let's see, can you really see it? The layers of shield does not stop here. It goes up 2 more times, and what I found through testing is that if you just have one layer, the wither can poke his head up a little bit and then shoot his little wither cannonballs all over the place above it, and that's no good. Okay, so you want a couple layers. Two is good. I did 3, just so that he doesn't shoot all over the place. And then all through here, this is all solid shield right through there. Whoops, I'm losing frames. It seems fine when I'm not recording, but when I start recording through here, I lose a bunch of my FPS. But all that is solid through there. For the wither, and I guess for passive animals also, the only movable space is in that bubble that you see inside there. Now I went through the colors. I think I like the green color. Here, we'll cover this back up again, except for that, because I want to throw the supplies inside so you can see. Oh, I was saying how the one nether star should last 10 times. Well, if you see in the tooltip up there, key matter, bulk matter, and living matter, the bulk matter is the soul sand, the living matter is the organic stuff. The key matter, in this case, is the nether star. You can see it's like almost to that 0.1 that you need. But for some reason, and I don't know what it is, maybe I broke the block wrong or something like that, it is like just 0.000, how many zeros is that? And then all the way is a 3, so I'm like 0.000 whatever, 7 away from having enough for one more wither. But I don't know if it's like that on purpose or not, but it is what it is, so it's stuck like that. Okay, so I think we're ready to give it a shot and show it off a little bit to you. And then afterwards, I think maybe we'll set up the other side. I haven't done that, so that's something that we can do together. So, our supplies. Let's put one of those in here because we'll need that when we cover this up. And then put that away. Let's get 40 of this. All right, we'll get 1 nether star. And that should last 10 times. And then as far as the wheat, we'll just get a bunch of wheat. How about that? 6 of them? Should we do it again? I think there's a limit to how much you can put inside the matter beamer, or how much can be put inside the shield, the spawn block there, as far as like all the matter and stuff. But I don't know it offhand. I'd have to look it up. Okay, so as soon as I put the nether star in, I think that it should actually start going. Yeah, I think it should start going. And you know what? I'm gonna at least need 400 of the soul sand. There we go. We'll get one more too. There we go. So we'll need at least that many. So let's throw all that in. Let's throw all that in. It'll start feeding it into our matter beamers. You can see they're getting thick. That means stuff is being fed in. And then once we put in our star, shield is on, right? Yeah. There it goes. And okay, that's loud. Let me back up a little bit here. The advantage to this over a natural spawn of the wither is that you don't get that beginning explosion, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about it blowing up that spawn block right there. And if it does blow up that spawn block, then that's okay, because the shield blocks will still be there, and we won't have to worry about another one spawning because the spawn block will be gone. So I would like to just leave this alone. I don't fully trust it yet. I've only run it once with just one nether star, so it's run 9 times, not counting what we just saw. So I'm going to let it go, and when we come back, then when we come back, we'll get started on the other end of automating this. Okay, it seems like it is about done. Ooh. Oh, I thought I was gonna have a wither health bar stuck up there. Alright, so let's take a look at it and see what we have. Yep. It went down by a little bit on the key matter, you can see there. So with bulk matter, I'm still up by like 2 wither spawns. So it's not even. I guess you only get 9 out of each star, not 10 like it's supposed to be. So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's throw this on here, and then let's go hook up the other side. Okay, so I made an executive decision. I am not going to make this so that it automatically makes nether stars, and I don't want it to be a craft on demand. I think it's going to be, just for safety reasons, something where I make it in bulk, where I will just open up my pouch and put the supplies that I need inside there. I'm just too afraid that that wither is going to pop out, or something's going to go wrong, or like if I'm not there then the chunk isn't loaded correctly, or something like that, and there's just going to be chaos. So it's just going to be something where when I need some stars, then I will get it done and I'll be there and I can watch it and make sure everything is good, because I'd hate to come back to a base that is just no longer there. Hope you'll understand. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the nuclear base. Oh, we have a friend, Thomas. So let's see, this is where we are on the on our plutonium production, just 5 stacks. Now what I said in an earlier episode where this fills up and then it makes it so that I can't centrifuge those empty fuel cells, that actually happened. So I had to put a couple upgrades on here so that just like so it goes up to 128 stacks like that one, and then a void upgrade, but it's not actually going to void because I have a command in here for the macerator that is a condition that if it is less than 999 then it'll continue and go, which means false, like if it doesn't have that many. But if there are, then it's not true, so it's not connected. Well, it is true, so it's not connected to the true side, and it will stop so that those empty fuel cells can go through the centrifuge. So that's that. Let's come over here. This is how much iridium we have. I have no idea how much iridium I need. I don't know if I'm gonna have to fill this chest and then another one too, or if this is enough, or if this is more than enough. There's nothing going through here anymore. I guess I forgot to collect these. There we go. So yeah, it's just being made on its own. Our tank is empty. The replicator, it's, you know, it goes because it can go off of just regular energy. But really what I want to show you guys, and like I said, I apologize for it being so long between episodes, was that wither killer. And yeah, I'm glad I have that done now. But we did one episode last time on the Advent server. I mean to get back on there. I don't want it to be a one-time deal, so go ahead and check out the Advent server if you're not already on it. You can go to the Curse launcher and download the Advent mod pack. The server is always on the latest version, so just get the latest version. And the multiplayer server is free and public, and to get in there, I think it is play.ftog.net, and then that'll get you onto the server. And yeah, while you're there, just, you know, no griefing, have a good time. Everybody likes to have a good time. We're not there to, you know, ruin anybody's day or anything like that. So anyways, I hope to see you over there. I hope to play some more. I know some of the other guys and girls are playing over on the Advent server, and yeah, so you all have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.